got the open right on your screen. 22,040 is where the Nifty is started at. So the first rates coming up on our screens, and the Nifty Bank is the next one, which should be up 100 plus points is what you have. So pretty much in line with what the GIFT Nifty was indicating. And this is a good start. By all counts, 22,044 is where the Nifty is coming up at. The Nifty Bank, by the way, is also starting higher. So 0.5% plus on the Nifty Bank at this point. 46,000, by the way, on the Nifty Bank. These are the opening rates which are coming through. And maybe just to look at the Nifty IT index, which was the big reason for the market up move yesterday. It's starting flat, not very much at all. So first rates on the indices. But Sonia is across on the big wall with more. Sonia.
Well, thanks a lot for that. Let's take it straight to individual stocks, right? I think Britannia was really the stock in pre-opening that had the big move post its numbers. So Britannia, the first tick is up almost about 2% odd. We were talking about how some of these names like Tata Steel have been hitting fresh 52-week highs. By the way, the Nifty Mid-Cap Index is now at a fresh record high. So that's been really the space to look at in the last couple of days. Mid-Cap Index at a fresh record high. Apart from that, getting back to individual stocks, many of these names, the Nifty IT Index has been at a record high. So Infosys, TCS have been hitting fresh highs. Let's see if there's any follow-on buying. The IT index is in the green, but names like Infosys and TCS is seeing some follow-on buying, up about 0.3%. Tata Steel hit a fresh 52-week high yesterday as well. Maybe some follow-on buying there. Let's have a look at that stock. There you have it, up almost about 0.5%. Oil marketing companies have also been at fresh record highs. BPCL, HPCL, IOC. And this morning, the analyst was telling us how at IIFL, how that is their favorite space to be in. So BPCL continues to see follow-on buying, IOC as well, up almost about 3% odd. Some result reactions that we're looking at this morning. Nykaa is up almost about 5% odd after a very good set of numbers. In fact, the profits have doubled on the back of a low pace. The revenue growth has been in excess of 20%. So Nykaa is looking pretty good. Apart from that, you've also had the other platform companies, right? Delivery, PB Fintech, etc., that have also been reporting good numbers. So those stocks, maybe some follow-on buying. Delivery is up another 1.5%, while PB Fintech just, giving up its gains a little bit. Max Financial up about 3.5% on the back of its numbers. The volumes are also picking up in Max Financial this morning. On the downside, you'd want to take a look at Navin Fluorine, because the stock has been at a fresh 52-week low for a very long time. And this time, as Sonal was telling us, numbers are very weak. So Navin Fluorine down about 1.5%. And some more in the broader markets include names like Endurance Tech, where the numbers were very strong, largely led by a recovery in Europe because of lower gas prices. So Endurance Tech is up almost about 0.6%. So lots of earnings impact is what you're seeing. Names like JB Chemicals, V-Mart, etc. also reacting to their numbers in the broader markets. Otherwise, it's a strong opening. The Nifty is up 100 points right now. The Nifty Bank is leading from the front this morning, up 300 odd points. Back to you guys.
All right. Thanks a lot for that, Sonia. Well, Paytm is a stock that's been wobbly in the last few days. It's still a fourth of what it was at its IPO price. The stock, though, is up close to around 5% as we speak. So there is some bottom fishing being seen on that one with big volumes. Aptus, housing, I think we should pull up that stock. There's a massive block that's taken place just in the first couple of minutes. Big volume spike. I think there was a large change of hands out there. So that one should be on your radar. Now the stock is more or less flattish as we speak. Stocks reacting to their numbers. You have Nykaa. Well, that stock is up and about. It's up close to around 5%. So big move out there. Zaggle post its numbers. That as well is up more than 5% the last time I checked. EIH is seeing a big up move, in today's trading session. So EIH as well should come up for you on the screen. Balaji Telefilms, one of those stocks with massive volumes, that's up more than 15% in today's trading session. So keep an eye out on that one as well. And BLS E-Services listed yesterday with solid gains. Today as well, in the first few minutes, there was big volume out there and the stock had popped up. It's up another 7% as we speak. Big up move on that one as well. And Azad Engineering, one of those stocks that has already seen a big rally in the last 1 month or so. Out there, you had the EBITDA number that came in high by close to around 85%. It was much better than ICICI Securities' estimate. So that one's up close to around 6.5%. And margins have jumped up to around 37%. On the downside, you have EID Perry that's seeing some selling. IOL Chemicals, that's another stock that's lower in trade. So some of them are reacting to their numbers. And Syrma is down close to around 10%. In pre-open, the stock was down close to 10%. Pull up Syrma up for you on the screen. And add to the list another stock, GSFC. So quite a few stocks moving around. Some big outsized reactions, both on the positive as well as on the negative side.
All right. So 100 plus points is what you have on the Nifty right now after all of the move that we've seen. Paytm, by the way, from the day's low yesterday, I think is up 150 rupees. Now that's a large, neat move that we've seen on Paytm from the absolute lows coming through. Now, a few other names. Inox India is the third largest volume-led gainer with a 4% pop right now. Zaggle reported numbers. It's a fairly recent listing. Stocks up 12%, 258 on Zaggle. We mentioned EIH. So, lots of sort of chatter around how valuations is compared to Indian hotels, etc., is much cheaper. And of course, it's a play in the hospitality space. Action Construction Equipment, the crane company, 5% higher. Stocks at about 1,040. It's got decent-sized volumes at this point. The JB we briefly alluded to, 5% on JB Chemicals. There is Gensol, which is up 7%. I mean, stocks been moving circuit to circuit for so many days now. By the way, Gensol is one of those names which is, undergone a bonus, a split. There was a pref issue at $1,000. It's done phenomenally well, the company. There is, what else? Nazara, we'll have the management with us in a bit, 4% higher on Nazara. V-Mart is up 8%. I mean, I think in my memory, it's one of those, it's after a long time that Nazara is, V-Mart has reported numbers which are good. I mean, I saw profits up some 40% or so. So we'll have more on that with the management a little later on the program. Market breadth is almost 5:1 in favor of gainers right now. A few names on the downside. I think some of these PSU names are seeing some pullbacks. HP is down 3%. This is only the starting rates. It's got large volumes. Petronet had a 6% move yesterday. Petronet is down about 2%. There is NLC India, which reported numbers. It's down about 3.5%. Reddington is another one, which is down about 4% or so. And Ajmera, which had a decent move yesterday, is down about 2.6%. So, some stuff on the downside. Nifty is kind of moderated its opening gains. It's down. It's about 25 points off the day's high, 30 points off the day's high, about 80 points in the green.